Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. May I request you to stand up for a moment of silence in honor of a man of great humility and compassion who left us last Monday, Pope Francis. Thank you. We also remember the victims of the atrocities in Kashmir, 26 men of our country who died tragically. Thank you. Please be seated.
A very good evening to one and all. It is with immense pride and joy that we welcome you to the annual day celebration of NISCORT Father Agnel School Vaishali on its 10th anniversary. An evening of talent, spirit and joy.
We are deeply honored to have among us an esteemed gathering of dignitaries and guests. On behalf of the management, staff, and students, we extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our esteemed Chief Guest, Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, the Chief Executive Officer and the Secretary of the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examination, Reverend Father Bento, Regional Superior and Manager of Father Agnel School, Greater Noida, Reverend Father J.A. Carvalho, Director of Father Agnel Schools, Delhi, Noida and Vaishali, Reverend Father Peter D'Souza, Treasurer of the Agnel region, Reverend Father Roy, Principal of Father Agnel School, Delhi, Reverend Sister Navya, Principal of Father Agnel School, Vaishali, Reverend Sister Geeta, former Principal of Father Agnel School, Vaishali. We also extend a warm welcome to all the fathers, brothers, and sisters. Your presence adds grace and meaning to our celebration.
We welcome the members of the Managing Committee, the principals from our sister school branches, as well as the principals from the esteemed schools in our neighborhood, our distinguished guests, cherished parents, coordinators, respected faculty, and of course, our beloved students. Together, let us celebrate this evening of creativity, collaboration, and excellence.
As we celebrate hope, faith, and courage, we are also filled with immense pride to share a special milestone. Our school, NISCORT Father Agnel Vaishali, completes 10 years of its existence.
10 years ago, in 2015, a dream took flight. With hopes held high and hearts so bright, a journey of learning, laughter, and grace, each moment blooming with a purposeful embrace. Today we stand, proud and strong, but grateful to God. Together we shine, where we all belong. Over the past decade, our school has become more than just a place of learning. It has grown into a home, a place where dreams take shape, talents are nurtured, and young minds are empowered to fly high. This acknowledgement, however, would be incomplete without mentioning the man who dared to dream, a dream that we are living today. Our director, Reverend Father Carvalho's vision, tenacity, and dedication led to the establishment of our school. While building our school was Father's vision. For the school to truly take shape, there were many men and women who made it what it is today.
And our heartfelt gratitude goes first to Sister Geeta, the first person who laid the foundation of what the school is today. She embodied a rare combination of discipline, academic growth, character building, and the freedom to let children soar where their wings will carry them. This awesome combination is what defines our school today, inspired by the unflagging spirit of Father Carvalho, who has always put children first. Sister Navya, who followed as the next principal along with Mr. Johnson and the admin team, and a group of dedicated teachers who joined in 2015 carried the vision forward. The school became a place where children are not just taught, but respected, taught to believe in themselves, grow with confidence, and prepare to face the world with courage. That is the essence of our school motto, big hearts and brave minds. It is our belief, and the bird soaring high, the Sterna bengalensis, known as a lesser crested tern, is our North Star. All this and more is inspired by the teachings of Jesus. Love your neighbor as yourself, a slogan that transcends religion, community, caste, or economic status. This is the world our school strives to give to the children, a world where children are nurtured to build for us an India that is great.
We cannot complete this without expressing our deep respect and gratitude to the parents and children who trusted us and chose to walk this journey with us. Together, we can become what we dream of, big hearts and brave minds, the builders of an India that belongs to us all. Let us now celebrate this wonderful evening of color, rhythm, and inspiration.
Lighting of the lamp signifies the dispelling of darkness and the emergence of wisdom and knowledge. We request our chief guest, Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, Reverend Father Bento, Reverend Father Carvalho, Reverend Sister Geeta, Reverend Sister Navya, along with Tushar and Niharika, our head boy and head girl of the senior school, to kindly come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you. As the lamp is lit, may its flame inspire us to strive for knowledge, integrity, and excellence, illuminating the path for others to follow.
A warm welcome is made even more special when offered with flowers, nature's most graceful expression of love and respect. With hearts full of gratitude and joy, we now present a floral tribute to our esteemed guest. We are truly honored to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, and offer this small gesture of our gratitude and respect. We also honor the other dignitaries, Reverend Father Bento, Reverend Father Carvalho, Reverend Father Peter, Reverend Father Roy, Reverend Sister Geeta, and Reverend Sister Navya. May this gesture reflect our deep appreciation for your presence and blessings.
Prayer is a moment of reflection, a time to thank God for His blessings and seek His continued protection. At every step of our school's journey, His grace has led us forward through every challenge and every success. I now invite our principal, Reverend Sister Navya, to lead us in prayer. This will be followed by a graceful prayer dance offered in reverence and gratitude.
May I request everyone to rise for prayer. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Psalms 118:24. God, our loving Father, we thank you for this day, for the gift of this moment, and for the presence of each person here. We come before you with hearts full of gratitude as we gather to celebrate this special annual day. We thank you for the gift of this institution, for the talents you have blessed each of us with, and for the opportunities to grow, learn, and shine. Bless this day and everyone present here, our students, teachers, parents, staff, and guests. May this celebration reflect the spirit of unity, joy, and excellence. Guide us to continue walk in truth, love, and purpose. May all that we do today bring honor to your name and joy to every heart. We make this prayer through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Kindly be seated. Thank you.
सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी बीज वही सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी बीज वही दिव्यवाणी कहते हैं सब ज्ञानी कहते हैं सब ज्ञानी सत्य सनातन शाश्वत पावन प्रणव की गुंजन एक है बस वही जो है अनंत और अनादि अनादि सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी बीज वही दिव्यवाणी नि सा 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 नि सा गा सा 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 नि सा गा म प म गा गा म प नि नि म प नि सा 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 नि सा गा सा नि सा 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 नि प नि प म प म गा म गा म गा हर कण में उसकी सुंदर छाया सारा जहां एक दर्पण है हर नाद में बस वो ही समाया हर गीत की वो सरगम है तेज वो सूरज का, चांद वो अंबर का, तेज वो सूरज का, चांद वो अंबर का, सातों समुंदरों में वो लहर, उसका हर एक आत्मा में घर, सातों समुंदरों में वो लहर, उसका हर एक आत्मा में घर है। सब धर्मों का ज्ञान दिखाए, किसका मार्ग हमें, एकम सत बतला कर वो आमंत्रण देते हैं, आ मिल जाए नित्य चैतन्य में, नित्य चैतन्य में। सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी, बीज वही दिव्यवाणी। सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी, बीज वही दिव्यवाणी।
We are truly privileged to have with us Dr. Joseph Annual, Chief Executive Officer and Secretary of the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations, a premier national school education board in India, responsible for administering class 10th and 12th examinations in the country and abroad. Dr. Annual has over 30 years of experience in the education sector and has held various prestigious positions within the Central Board of Secondary Education. He has also served as an executive officer at the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and held the role of National Project Manager for the program for the International Student Assessment conducted by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. He has been instrumental in many initiatives that are part of the implementation of National Education Policy 2020 and is actively involved in promoting competency-focused education and assessment to empower the Indian school education sector through innovative teaching, learning, and assessment practices. May I now request Dr. Joseph Annual to address the gathering.
Reverend Father Bento, Reverend Father Alari Kalwarlu, Sister Geeta, Sister Navya, Father Roy, Brother Lawrence, all the Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, all the dignitaries, teachers, staff members, parents, and my dear students. Very happy to be present here today because this institution is too close to my heart. When Father Alaric started dreaming about this institution, I was involved in the formation of this school. I still remember in 2014 and 15, Father was giving me calls regarding knowing the rules and regulations of affiliations of CBSE, how we can get it done here. From that day onwards, I have been knowing this institution and seeing its growth. And with the hard work and dedication of Father Alaric, within 2 years of beginning of this institution, the seats were full. 2,000 plus admissions in 2 to 3 years' time. No other educational institutions in this locality could claim that privilege or the unique situation. That shows the character of an educational institution. Education is for human excellence. And educational institutions are building good human beings. It's not only the academic excellence, how to develop a good human being. From early years till grade 12, the children are with various educational institutions. They will be developing linguistic skills, they will be developing social skills, they will be developing ethics, values, social skills, everything in life. But above all, how to develop happiness quotient in every individual. That makes Father Agnel School stand out among all the schools in the locality. Whatever you may achieve in life, if that doesn't give you happiness in life, if you do not be able to enjoy the fruits of happiness in life, everything is meaningless. This is the culture that the Father Agnel institutions built. All credit goes to Father Cavallo and Father Bento. This is an organizational culture. Participatory leadership, participatory approach. Leading by example, leading from the front. And getting into the growth, development, and helping every child to achieve their life goals. This is something very unique in this institution. On the 10th year of its inception, 1 decade ago, this institution was established with a great vision of serving the people of this locality of Ghaziabad, Vaishali, Indirapuram, Vasundhara, Mayur Vihar of East Delhi. All these areas, children are greatly benefited out of inception of this school. And there are n number of schools in this locality, but still there is a lot of demand for admission in this institution. We, those who work with ICSE or CBSE or any educational institution, other than everything, we have our own mechanism of assessing an institution. That is the amount of pressure we get for admission to these schools. And Father Agnel schools are always in the forefront. It gives a lot of pressure on us. Out of the 100 recommendations we get, we only forward 5 to 10% to fathers. But still there is tremendous pressure. And all these signs are symbols of the great values developed in these institutions. As Prof. Francis is regarded as a very humble and humane individual. Beyond his position as the head of the Catholic Church and one of the head of the country, he remained as a very polite and humble and a human being with a great love for humanity. Apart from getting criticism from all across the world, he has shown empathy to everyone who were suffering at different stages during his regime as a pope. He has not shown any division with regard to religion, caste, creed, language, or the human race. He has not differentiated people from African origin or the Mongol origin or the Europeans or Asians. Nothing has before him. He embraced humanity, given a very good example of empathy, sympathy, compassion, and love for the human beings. That's what made him very popular. We have example of Mother Teresa. There are so many such examples. This is what we need to build from the childhood. This is what education is all about. Development of human beings. Science, mathematics, academics and all other things will supplement the character built in an individual. Basic roots, relevance, that remains intact all along in life. Recently, when I was invited for a program, one of the cardiologists, acclaimed cardiologist, was explaining the biggest challenge he faces in organ transplantation is to convince the relatives of the donors. When they convey to the relatives of donors that by using the organs of your near and dear one, someone else will get life, and through that life, your dear one will live for long. Most of the people will agree to it. So these are all signs of human values and empathy and sympathy towards the fellow human being. That kind of a conviction needs to be developed from early years in the life of every child. The teachers, parents, and the school management, everyone should work together to achieve the development of children. Everyone has their own role. There has to be an enabling environment wherein education thrives. And to thrive education in an institution, there should be perfect partnerships. That partnership should happen between parents and teachers. Where there is free flow of communication between parents and teachers, their education thrives. That's what the poem of Rabindranath Tagore also says. Where mind is free from fear and head is held high. Where the world is not divided into compartments by narrow domestic differences, into that world of freedom, let my country awake. So that kind of a situation, an atmosphere should be created in every educational institution. Swami Vivekananda said, education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. There's a perfection in every human being, but nurture, develop, and allow that perfection to blossom and bloom. That is the role of every educational institution. It's a collective responsibility. Society as a whole should be part of development of the child. And I have no doubt to say that Father Agnel schools, particularly Father Agnel School, Vaishali, is a place where educational institution is a place where facilitates blooming of children. That blooming of children, their dreams, their aspiration, that on later part of life will contribute to the society. We will see a better society, better country, and a better world through good human beings developed through good educational institutions. On the 10th year of establishment of Father Agnel School, all of us are very happy to see this institution has reached up to this level. More than 2,100 students and 90 teachers. This institution has established its own space in this locality. And the results of the institution is always very high at the national level result of Central Board of Secondary Education. Let this journey continue. I take this opportunity to thank Father Cavallo for all his efforts, tireless effort, the spirit, undying spirit of leading this institution. He is an institution builder, a builder of team spirit, always dreaming high and taking those who are working with him to achieve the dreams of the institution, the organizational goals. Let this journey continue. The new team who are now taking lead of this institution should follow his path and take this institution to greater heights in the years to come. My congratulations and best wishes to all the teachers and parents of this institution to help this institution to achieve excellence in all walks of life. This is a beginning. 10th year is pretty good time to begin a new journey to take this institution to greater heights. May God bless each one of you and give you enough freedom and wisdom to take this institution to national and international arena with a great level of achievement in all walks of life. More than that, developing good human beings to contribute to the society and the country and the world as a whole. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful and inspiring address. The school dedication song is a cherished part of our school's identity, reflecting our values, aspirations, and commitment to excellence. It is a constant source of inspiration, and it continues to unite us in our pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, and character. The lyrics have been composed by our director, Reverend Father Carvalho. Let us sing with pride, enthusiasm, and devotion, and let the melody of the school dedication song resonate deep within our hearts.
Thank you, dear fellow students, for your beautiful singing. Your melody brought life to the wonderful dedication song, perfectly capturing the true spirit of our school. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to hear from the visionary who has been the guiding force behind the school's success. A leader who inspires with actions, motivates with words, and envisions a future of excellence and innovation. Our director, Reverend Father Carvalho, has been the cornerstone of our school's success, fostering a culture where the freedom of children comes above everything else. His vision and dedication continue to drive us towards greater heights. We now invite Reverend Father Carvalho, our director, to address this august gathering. Please join me in welcoming him with a big round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. What a lovely evening. Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, CEO and Secretary, Council of Indian School Certificate Examination. Father Bento, Regional Superior. Thank you, dear. Sister Geeta, our Founder Principal. It's a great pleasure to have you here, Sister. Sister Navya, our Principal. Father Roy, Principal, Father Agnel School, Delhi. Principals and managers of neighboring schools, thank you for honoring us with your esteemed presence. Fathers, sisters, teachers of our sister schools, my dear parents, and my very dear students. Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, we are grateful for your presence, for the kind words you have said, and the vision that you set about for all of us to follow. If I were to describe you, how much you have contributed for education at the national level, and to our school in particular, I would fall short of doing justice to you. You are one individual fully committed to education, and probably every single policy on education of the CBSE for the last 20 years has your imprint somewhere. Thank you for your service and commitment to the nation's most important task, education, and thanking you for your presence here. I also thank Father Bento, our Regional Superior, Sister Navya, and so many young people out there who made our lives so beautiful today by your presence. Sister Geeta, you deserve our special gratitude and admiration. Because the foundation that you have laid and the growth of the, thank you, foundation that you have laid and the growth of the school thus far tells volumes about your vision and courage. Starting a school without building on a different site altogether, and we have kind of a testing God's providence. But we did, and when we shifted here in July 2016, we have been cleaning the floor with the rest of the teachers, and that is and the auxiliary staff. That is special courage. That is a staff of greatness, and we are grateful to you for that and much more that helped the school to stand up to adulthood, so brilliantly carried forward by Sister Navya for the last 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, history is not made only when powerful men and women are at play. That is one type, the type that seldom impacts people. The passing away of a humble man, Pope Francis, and his legacy of love is the other type of history, one that contributes to the growth of humanity, which the world so much needs. Our history, the school's history, was not designed to be glamorous, but it was designed to give our children a robust foundation that would help them become excellent men and women committed to shape the world of tomorrow by the power of their talent, skills, and critical thinking, welling out of their convictions and the desire to make that difference, because what makes it possible is a robust set of convictions and the reliable experience of living and growing with others in solidarity, sensitivity, the will to shine forth. Coming to a school like ours and spending 10 or 12 years is not just about the books, not even learning the manners of good life, but much, much deeper to build convictions inside you that make you realize what is the role you will play in life. Without this, education would have hardly any meaning. Our motto enshrined in the logo, Big Hearts and Brave Minds, with the mascot Sterna bengalensis, a bird of the family that flies from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back each year, a distance of 30,000 kilometers, helps keep our children's focus on what is higher, nobler, and more challenging. The slogan that reverberates in our halls is always, rise above the ordinary. When kids grow up with the school experience of being nurtured and head held at each level, living in solidarity with others, that makes an awesome combination that can provide any child the power to make a difference. Helping our children to love our motherland is an art. It is essential, and this art is cultivated since this is so much in need today. The conversions of the message of Jesus, love your neighbors yourself, that places equality and brotherhood and sisterhood as fundamentals of the gospel, and which find complete resonance in our Constitution's fundamentals too, and is here once again that the school plays such a pivotal role. Solidarity with each other and respect for diversity are the bedrock of all our policies, admission, recruitment, etc. Our strength was always transparency in everything we do, including refunding the entire money paid for admission when that was withdrawn a few days or even months later. You have to be robustly founded on the bedrock of honesty to be able to teach honesty to the kids and gain their respect and that of the parents each time. The teachers have been under relentless, never-ending pressure to go the critical way, and they often hate me for that. But this show is proof that they are winners. This show was designed as a test for the teachers to pull off this extravaganza with the mandate that they would train the students to master the difficult songs and solos, test teachers' ability to organize costumes, they arrange the organization such they never had done before. Our push for critical thinking hangs almost like a Damocles sword on the head of our teachers, and they're trying to make their way forward with an eye on the sword and the other on the work that demands a rethink each day. They're succeeding in the classrooms with the AI-driven lesson plans and teaching strategies, and the proof that they're succeeding is what you see today. Matilda was not planned only as a cultural challenge. It was designed to be a critical thinking challenge, something that would demand out-of-the-box thinking and organizing teamwork and letting each child push themselves further and higher. And that experience will be with them for a lifetime. No one has contributed to the growth of the school more than our parents, who, as I've stated above, bought our dream even before it existed. Their trust, their confidence, which is so visible in the eyes of kids who come to school each day, tells a story of engagement, something that benefits all the stakeholders in a spirit of mutual respect and concern. Thank you, parents, for your support, and continue to walk with us so that together we can handhold our children to where their wings will take them, because they deserve it. 10 years ago, I stood here talking to our parents about a distant dream. I never thought that Almighty God, Father of us all, would be so kind and generous and protective. There is a teaching in the Bible that states that for those whom God loves, everything happens to their good, and we thank Him for that. A word of praise for the leadership of Sister Navya and the coordinators, Ma'am Rachana, Ma'am Monica and Ma'am Rashmi, who share her burden and to make this happen. I must record my deep admiration for our music teacher, Mr. Obang, for training kids for difficult songs, including solos, that are difficult to render, and having delivered them with pitch, tempo and style unaffected. I also thank Mr. Jigme and Jerika on the drums. Ma'am Keroda and Ma'am Rupali did the unbelievable with the costumes, some of which were beyond perfect. Thank you, Keroda and Rupali. Also, Srishti and Sika for the dances that demanded so much out of them in this larger-than-life stage. I must thank a host of others, Monica Rani, Anu, Simi, Ruth, Mr. Gagan, Mr. Ritu and Mr. Arun, and others that I will not mention for lack of time. My big shout out to Arun Dhawan and his team for unbeatable light and sound. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for your presence. Thank you for your support. Everything in life that will leave impact for posterity begins with a belief. And your belief and our belief has been to lead our children where no one has gone before, meaning to build in their hearts an ambition to rise above the ordinary. This is what the world needs today. People who have the power to think differently. People who have the power to innovate. People who have the power to take risks. We took this risk today to tell our children, and they know it too well, that they can rise where others have not gone. Thank you once again, and God bless you.
Thank you, Father, for your insightful words that never fail to leave us spellbound. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for fostering an environment of growth, collaboration, and creativity.
In a world where being small means being silent, one little girl dares, with a book in her hand and fire in her heart. She shows us that courage isn't about how big, old, or powerful you are. It is about having an indomitable spirit. Matilda is a story of children who fight the system that does not recognize their right to be free. The story is our story, where we want to tell the world that it belongs to us, and we will get it one way or the other.
Matilda, the musical, has received raving reviews all over the world because it gives you the opportunity to vent your imagination. On the 10th anniversary of our existence, our students are making a small effort to show that they need to have a dream, to dare like Matilda. Ladies and gentlemen, NISCORT Father Agnel School proudly presents Matilda. Get ready to laugh, to cheer,
And yes, even to be a little bit revolting.
It's a funny thing about mothers and fathers, even when their own child is the most disgusting little blister you could ever imagine, they still think that he or she is wonderful. Some parents go further. They become blinded by love. They manage to convince themselves that their child has the qualities of a genius. There is nothing very wrong with all this. It's the way of the world. Occasionally, one comes across parents who take the opposite line, who show no interest at all in their children. And these are, of course, far worse than the loving ones. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood, my mom and dad, were two such parents.
My daddy says that I'm a bore. My mom says that I'm a jumped up little germ, that kids like me should be against the law. My dad says that I should learn to shut my mouth. No one likes a smart-mouthed girl like me. Mom says that I should never had been born. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Are they good runners? Let's put it this way. You wouldn't beat them in a race. So, how much exactly?
Harry,
Hang on.
look at this. She's reading a book. That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories. Harry, stories? Who wants stories?
I'm going to call you straight back. Would you please shut up? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life. And I have to listen to this.
Oh, well, what about me then, huh? I've got a whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. I am off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the week.
But I am going to make us rich.
Rich. How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessman. Very stupid. Your genius husband is going to sell them 155 old junk as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair does not get you anywhere, you boy. All I can say is, thank heavens Michelle has inherited his old man's brains.
My name is Michael, like cycle.
Anyways, well, I shall take the money when I earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't be enjoying it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault with your stupid book and your stupid reading.
What? But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right? Right. I'll tell you something. You're off to school in a few days and you won't be getting right there, boy. Now get in there, you bookworm.
I'm a girl.
Before the
business, son, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means good brain. Now, the secret to my success in business is oil of violet hair, tonic for men. Stand back, son. Your old man's going to work. Son, in business, a man simply cannot fail to get noticed when he looks like this.
Your hair! It's green!
Good Lord, woman. Have you started already? It's not even 8:30. Oh no! My hair! It's green!
What on earth did you do that for? Why do you want green hair?
I didn't want green hair. I didn't do anything.
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake?
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
Oh wait. The Russians. My deal. What am I going to do?
I know what you can do.
What is it? What can I do?
You could pretend you're an elf.
That's it. I could pretend I'm a... What are you talking about, boy? This boy is a loony.
Woo!
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you here in the library again. Are we? Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them lots of stories like you do with me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda.
Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps. See you next week.
Goodbye, Miss Honey, and good luck with the Tolstoy.
Who was that lady?
That lady? That was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady is mine?
Yes, your teacher. Now look, are you going to tell me a story or not?
Once upon a time, there lived the two greatest circus performers in the world. An escapologist who could escape from any lock that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it seemed as if she could actually fly, fell in love and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats together that anyone has ever seen, and people would come from miles round. Kings, queens, celebrities and astronauts. They moved into a beautiful old house at the edge of town. And each night, the children of the town would cry, "Tricks! Tricks!" And the great performers would instantly oblige with the most spectacular show just for them.
We have everything that the world has to offer, but we do not have the one thing in the world we want the most. We do not have a child. Patience, my love. Time is on our side. Even time loves us.
Oh, Matilda.
At night, they listened to the silence of their big empty house, and they would imagine how beautiful it would be if it were filled with the sounds of a child playing.
Matilda, this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Don't you dare.
Their work became the only place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives, as their next trick was
the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage. And it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny. This is where the loneliness of life has led us.
Well, what happened next?
I don't know. Not yet, anyway. I'll tell you tomorrow. Bye, Mrs. Phelps.
Goodbye, Matilda. Good luck for the next day.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm a special little guy.
And I am a princess.
And I am a prince. My mom says I'm an angel.
My mom says I'm an angel.
Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, do any one of you know the 2 times tables? Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please stand and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18, 10 times 2 is 20, 11 times 2 is 22, 12 times 2 is 24, 13 times 2 is 26, 14 times 2 is 28, 15 times 2 is 30, 16 times 2 is 32.
Well, good heavens, how far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
2 times 487?
974.
12 sevens.
84.
Let's leave maths for the time being and look at reading. Can anyone read this?
Me. Pick me.
Very well, Nigel.
Yes, I think we'd better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you to burst your blood vessel on your first day. Lavender?
Is the first word tomato?
No, but tomato is a very good word.
Yes.
Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words?
Yes, well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences. Because a sentence is just a big bunch of words, and if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself, Matilda?
More than one. I love books. Last week, I read quite a few. Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, The Invisible Man, The Secret Garden, and Crime and Punishment.
Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. What are you waiting for? Perhaps I'll wait. But what about that girl? That miracle?
Enter. Don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Well, yes, Miss Trunchbull. There's in my class, there is a little girl called Matilda Wormwood and...
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for that brat.
But Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
What is this school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambinatum et magnetum.
Bambinatum et magnetum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put the sting bomb under my desk this morning.
Headmistress, but I don't think Matilda is that kind of a child at all.
Nonsense.
But she knows her times tables.
So, she's learned a few tricks.
But she can read.
So can I.
Headmistress, I think that Matilda should be placed in the top class with the 11-year-olds.
We can't just place her with 11-year-olds. What kind of society would it be? What about rules, honey? Rules!
I believe that Matilda is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules? In my school? Do you think when my big moments came, I treated the rules with casual disdain?
Headmistress, it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all
all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt or squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Right. Well, look, I'll hang around just in case. I'm Lavender, and I think it's probably for the best if we're best friends.
Hide me! Someone poured a whole bottle of chocolate syrup onto the Trunchbull seat. When she sat and got up, her pants got dirty. Someone told her I did it, but I did not. And now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You are done, kid. You're finished. Once Agatha Trunchbull decides that you're guilty, you are squished. Yesterday, she caught Julius Rotwinkle eating a choco pie. She just picked him up, swung him around, and threw him out of the window.
Don't listen to them. They're just trying to scare you.
Oh, Matilda, they are saying she's going to put me in chokey.
What's chokey?
They say it's a cupboard in her office she throws children into. They say she has lined it with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good. And it's made up of spikes and wood. And it is not wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom. So you wish you'd stood. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you cannot see anything, not even the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
All right. Look, when did this happen?
20 minutes ago, but why? Oh no, she's coming.
Lie down. Quick, jackets.
You spleen, where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those coats. Where? He's been for the last hour actually.
What? An hour?
Yes. Well, you see, Nigel suffers from the rare sleep disorder, narcolepsy. He falls suddenly asleep without any warning at all. You see, he fell asleep and we put the coats on him for safety. Didn't we?
Huh?
Didn't we?
Oh yes, of course. Oh,
Yes,
yes, we did.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mum? Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
What is your name?
Matilda Wormwood.
So you're Wormwood, are you? I might have known. Well, you have made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Quiet.
And so the great day arrived. Everything was arranged by the acrobat's sister, a frightening woman who loved nothing better to scare the children of the town. Suddenly, out came the escapologist, but there was no sign of the acrobat.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, has been cancelled.
No.
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
Oh, Matilda, so it has a happy ending.
The feet instantly forgot that there was anything at all. Forgotten by everyone except, that is, the acrobat's sister. When all had quietened down, she stepped forward and produced
A contract.
A contract you have signed to perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall. I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering. If I give the crowd their money back, where is my profit? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, will be performed and performed this day, or off to prison you both shall go.
No. Well, what happened next?
I don't know. Not yet anyway. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Oh no, Matilda. We must find out how it ends. It's just that they want that child so very much. It must be wonderful for a child to be so wanted.
Matilda, could I speak to you, please? Starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. How does that sound? Matilda, why, this is the biggest hug in the world. You will hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
So you admitted, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This child is a criminal of the underworld. This morning, you sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a piece of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Okay, look, alright. I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of almost thinking about owning up. Maybe, but the thing was, I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. You see, the Trunchbull's cake was so good that I scoffed it down too quick, and now it was beginning to fight back. Oops. See.
I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
You are guilty. I shall crush you. I shall destroy you.
It was the biggest burp I have ever heard. The biggest burp I have ever made. The biggest burp I have ever heard about. It was like the entire world went silent for that burp to exist, as a huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted across the class. Past Alice, past Matilda, past Lavender, and then my great big beautiful chocolatey burp, which now seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted fully into the face of Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I am very sorry, but...
Oh, that's all right. Well, wonderful, marvelous, that makes me so happy. Well, you lost your appetite.
Well, yes, I am full.
Oh no, you're not full until I have said that you are full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until they have eaten the entire cake.
But,
Headmistress, he'll be sick.
No buts, you haven't got time for but. Eat. Eat.
He surely can't.
Eat.
He might explode.
Eat.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Go on, Brucey. Yes, yes, you can do. Sorry, Miss Trunchbull. I got carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes, even me. Well done, Bogtrotter. Good show. Now come along with me.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention? It was the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part. The second part is choky.
What? No, Miss Trunchbull, please. You can't.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please you can. Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling, a fool, an idiot. You!
But he's eaten it all. He did what you
No,
asked.
please don't take me to the jockey.
That's not right.
Matilda, how's school? I am sure it's fine. Will you tell me the rest of the story? Slowly, very slowly, the acrobat wound her shiny purple scarf around her husband's neck.
For luck, my love. Smile. We have done this 1,000 times.
But suddenly, she hugged him with the biggest hug in the world. So hard that he felt that she could hug all the air out of him. The trick started well. The moment the specially designed dress was satellite, the acrobat swung into the air. The crowd held their breath as she hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. They watched as the flames crept up over her dress. Suddenly, the huge chains fell and the door flung open. Oh, I can't look! And the escapologist grabs her hand. And suddenly, the flames are covered in foam before they both can be blown to pieces.
Thank God. So the story does have a happy ending after all?
No, maybe it was the thought of their child. But suddenly, their hands became slippery and she fell.
No? Was she okay? Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body except the ones of her little fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have their child, but the effort was too great.
Love our child. Love our little girl. She's all we ever wanted.
And then she died. And then things got worse.
What? Worse? Oh no, Matilda. Not worse. They can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did, because the escapologist never blamed the evil sister for what had happened. In fact, he asked her to move in and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash and cook and iron and clean and beating her if she did a thing wrong, but always in a secret, so that the escapologist never suspected a thing.
Let's call the cops.
But Mrs. Phelps, this is just a story.
What? Oh, yes, of course.
On a lovely bumper leaves, I'm watching people singing and talking and doing stuff. Oh, I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just what a clever fella I am. Oh, I know I learned from telly. This big beautiful box of facts. Over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter. Folks living happily ever after. All you need to make you are these 23 minutes plus advertisements. Why would we waste our energy turning the pages 1, 2, 3 when we could see it come to thee on our lovely bumper leaves, watching people singing and talking and doing stuff. Oh, I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just what a clever fella I am.
Everyone, gather round.
But we are already here.
I want my family to share my triumph. 155 old bangers on my hands, all polished up, but the mileage on the clock telling the truth that each one was knackered. How could I possibly make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive them backwards now.
Backwards?
Then suddenly, I had the most genius idea in the world. I ran into the workshop, grabbed a drill, attached it to the speedometer of the first car, turned it on and whacked it into reverse.
Backwards.
Yes, boy, backwards exactly. A drill's motor whirls back 1,000 times a second. And within a few minutes, I had the mileage on the rust bucket to practically nothing.
You ready to have a single car?
Yes.
Great. And did it work? Fantastic. Now I'll be able to afford spa all day long.
But you've cheated them. That's not fair at all. They trusted you and you cheated them.
What is the matter with you? What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what? I'm going down that library and I'm going to tell that old bag that you are never to be let in again. And if she does, I'll have her fired and you'll never read another book as long as you live, boy. I'll put an end to your stories, young man. So get in there and stay in there, you creep.
Hello, I'm Lavender, by the way, Matilda's best friend. There's a bit coming up that's all about me. Well, not exactly about me, but I play a big part in it. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I don't want to spoil it for you. Matilda, I've got those books we spoke about. So, if you like... What are you doing with those books, woman? They are from Matilda. No, they are not. Not on my watch. Sit. It has become clear to me, Miss Honey, that you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness, fluffiness, books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we first must break the child. Quiet, you maggots! But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull. When I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in it, Miss Honey. Where is my jug of water? I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull. Stupid girl. Look at you. Flabby, disgusting, revolting. It's time we all toughened you all with some exercises. Run on the spot. Faster! Faster! I said faster! Jumping jacks 20. Faster! Faster! Push-ups 20 now. Look, the lizard. Can you see? It's the lizard. I've got the lizard. What? I don't think this is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty. This is because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are weak. You, a lizard. A lizard! Quiet, children, please. You did this, you malicious little spinner. Miss Trunchbull, no, you'll pull his ears off. I have discovered that the ears of the small boys do not come off. They stretch. Miss Trunchbull, no. Leave him alone, you big, fat bully. How dare you? You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in the darkest, the deepest prison. All these little slugs will suffer just because of you.
For example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. Now if we are traveling at almost the speed of light and we're holding a light, that light will still travel away from us at the full speed of light. It seems right in a way, but I'm trying to say, not sure, but I wonder if inside my head, not just a bit different. my friends. These answers are coming to my mind and meaning. These stories delivered to me fully written. When everyone shouts like this, seems to like shouting. The noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I just wish they stop. My dad and my mom and the telly and the stories will stop just for once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger when the anger is light, and this burning inside me will usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that sort of quiet. The sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet, like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving.
You miserable collection of excuses for children, and you, madam, standing there, it's beating heart. I have got to loosen my shirt. I've got to loosen my shirt.
Well, that was interesting. I think we'd all better go home while we still can. Matilda.
Watch.
Matilda, I think it would be wise to go home before.
Watch. Please. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy a nice cup of tea?
So, what do you think it is? The thing with my eyes?
I can't pretend that I know, Matilda, but I don't believe we should be frightened of it. I think it's something to do with the incredible mind of yours.
So, you mean that there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, yes, but not exactly. You certainly are a very special girl, Matilda. Are your parents proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
They're not proud at all, Miss Honey. They call me a liar, a cheat, and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are, home sweet home.
Honey, are you poor?
Well, yes I am, very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't actually, but I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but one day I just left.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I am not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But after he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian, and she was mean and cruel like you could hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written everything down,
every tin of bean, every electricity bill, and she even made me sign a contract to pay her every penny back. And she even produced a document that said my father had given her his entire house.
But did he really do that? Did he really just give her his house?
I can't pretend that I know, Matilda, but I don't believe we should be I don't believe that he might have killed himself.
So you think that she murdered him? Don't you, Miss Honey?
I can't say, Matilda. All I know is that years of being bullied by that woman made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
And that's why you live here.
This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. And this table, as you can see, well, it's perfect for tea. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough. On these walls I have wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can read, and I am set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in the winter storms, I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. And there is nowhere I would rather be. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. For this is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in the fiercest storms, I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. Even when outside is freezing, I don't pay much heed. I know that everything I need is in here. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Well, yes. My mother gave it to him before she died. You see, she was an acrobat. Well, yes, she was. But how did you...
And my father was an
escapologist.
Matilda, how did you know that?
So they were your parents, the people in my story.
What story?
A story. I've been telling a story, and I thought I was making it up, but it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life?
She killed him. Let's go to the police.
What? No. We have no evidence. And they would never believe that she would be capable of a murder. And it would be my word against hers.
But why, Miss Honey? She was so cruel to you. Shouted at you. She beat you. She locked you up in tiny cupboards and threw you into cellars.
Stop, Matilda, please.
Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer. She killed Magnus. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Trunchbull.
In this world, children, there are two types of human beings. One is the winner and second is the loser. I am a winner. I play by the rules and win. But if I play by the rules and don't win, then something is wrong. Something isn't working. And if something isn't working, you have to put it right, even if it screams. What are you looking at?
You.
Disgusting. Today, we are going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who got any answer wrong shall go to Choki. You spell lizard.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's a very good teacher.
Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything. You spell revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You are cheating.
Of course she's not cheating. She's just spelling the word.
These little specks of dust can't be this much clever, and I shall prove it.
I have taught them with kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You, Philbox, not nose, spell Amacella Ceremonial Flamingo.
What? That's not a word. You just made it up.
Spell or go to Choki. And I should warn you, it has silent letters.
A-N-C-H-E-L-L-A.
Oh dearie dear.
K.
It was silent Z. You're going to Choki.
Cat. C-A-F. I got it wrong, miss. You have to put me in Choki too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog. And me.
Table. X-A-B-F-Y. And me.
Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L-E.
Maggots. T-S-A-P-Y-D-F. And me.
Not nose. U-T-O-O-O-O-O.
Naughty. P-U-F-X-T-Y-N.
Big fat bully. P-Y-T-L-F-D-R-S-V-W.
Revolting.
A-B-U-D-S-T-Y-N-T-Y-S-T. Revolting.
You have to put me in Toki too. You can't put us all in Toki. Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by you all? Did you? I have been busy making a whole array of Tokis. One for each and every one of you. The chalk! Look, the chalk! What? It's moving!
It's moving! It's writing something!
Who is doing this?
Agatha, this is Magnus.
Give my Jenny back her house. Then leave. No, it can't be Magnus. Or I will get you. Like you got me. No, it can't be Magnus.
Run!
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 Run! Run! Run! Run! Run!
A few days later, the acrobat and the escapologist's daughter received a letter. It said that her parents had mysteriously turned up and she was now the owner of the beautiful old house which had up until that moment been owned by the evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in and she was very happy. Happier than she had ever been in her entire life.
As for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The Chokis were immediately destroyed and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. It was often said that it was the best school in all land.
Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. Miss Honey thought it was because she was being challenged, but she said it was because she no longer had the need for superpowers.
But I would look at this girl Matilda, who had done so much to help others, but who was stuck with parents who were mean and cruel to her. And I would just wish that I could just do something.
So, this is the end. I wish so much that I could tell you that the story has a happy ending. I wish so much that I could tell you that Matilda got the love she deserved. But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Don't stand there staring at me. Quick, we're going to Spain.
Pain? But why?
Because this idiot seemed to think that it was a good idea to sell 155 old bangles to the Russian mafia.
I didn't know they were the Russian mafia, now did I? Come on, boy. We are leaving and we are never coming back.
Wait, let Matilda stay here with me.
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
What did you say? Did you just call me?
You idiot, they're here, let's go.
Do you want to stay with her?
Yes,
And-
yes I do.
And do you want to take care of her?
Yes, I do.
Well, it's fine anyways if we don't have space.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms and hugged her. And Miss Honey hugged her back. And they hardly noticed as the warm woods sped away into the distance because they had found each other. Yes, they had found each other.
Forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never gamble a jockey doorstep. Never gamble a be bullied and never gamble a doubt in my mind. Mommy says I'm American. Never again. Never gamble a live behind bars. And now we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We say
as we bring this memorable evening to a close, we take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to all who made it possible. Above all, we thank the Almighty God for His abundant blessings, grace, and protection that have carried us through this journey. His presence has been our strength, and we are deeply grateful for this unity, joy, and success we have experienced today. A heartfelt thank you to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, for gracing us with his presence and adding prestige to this special occasion. It is with great joy that we thank our director, Reverend Father Carvalho, whose dedication and tireless efforts have transformed a simple idea into a spectacular show. Father, you were more than a director. You were our mentor, guide, and motivator. Thank you for believing in us and pushing us beyond our limits, for making this musical journey truly unforgettable. We are deeply grateful. We thank our principal, Reverend Sister Navya, for her unwavering support, trust, and belief in our abilities. Thank you for allowing us to be who we are. I request Sister Navya to kindly join us on the stage. May I request the respected members to also join us on the stage as we honor your contributions. Special thanks to Sir Johnson for his flawless administration, Sir Robin for smooth transport coordination, and the entire admin staff for their invaluable support throughout the planning and execution of this event. With grateful hearts, we thank our dedicated coordinators, Ma'am Rachna, for being a true partner in this journey, and Ma'am Monica and Ma'am Rashmi for their extended support and encouragement. Please join us on the stage. We thank Mr. Ritvik, the play director, and Ma'am Shreya for overseeing every detail with remarkable dedication and commitment. A sincere thanks to the costume in charges, Ma'am Rupali and Ma'am Keroda, for arranging such vibrant and beautiful costumes, and the makeup artists who helped us in bringing life to the characters. Heartfelt gratitude to our music and dance teachers, Sir Ovung, Sir Zingmi, Ma'am Shrishti, and Ma'am Shikha, for their incredible contribution in training and guiding our students. We're especially thankful to our talented drummer, Miss Jerica, for setting the perfect rhythm. Your beats brought energy and life to the performance. Your talent added magic to the show. Please join us on the stage. We thank Ma'am Mohita, Ma'am Nighat, and Ma'am Nibanita for their creativity and hard work in enhancing the visual appeal of the production. A special thanks to our light and sound team, Ma'am Monica, Sir Arun, Sir Gagan, and Sir Umesh for creating the perfect ambience. To our mic in charges, Ma'am Ruth and Ma'am Simi, thank you for making sure every voice was heard loud and clear. Please join us onto the stage. Heartfelt gratitude to Ma'am Ritu and Ma'am Anu for the exceptional overall coordination. Your leadership kept everything running smoothly. We extend a heartfelt thanks to Ma'am Cheryl for mentoring the compares. We also extend a sincere appreciation to all the teachers who worked tirelessly backstage with the participants, guiding, supporting, and encouraging them every step of the way. A big shout out to all the teachers in charge for their dedication and seamless coordinations behind the scenes. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. On behalf of the entire organizing team, we thank all the participants of this year's annual day, the compares, actors, dancers, and the choir. Your energy, talent, and enthusiasm made the show truly unforgettable. A special thank you to the entire FASV family, our teaching and non-teaching staff, for performing various roles in the program coordination. A heartfelt thank you to our amazing support staff, our didis and bhaiyas, for their unwavering hard work and coordination. Your dedication and efficiency have been truly instrumental in assisting us with countless tasks, big and small. We are deeply grateful for your support and the spirit of teamwork that you bring with you every day. We are grateful to our parent volunteers and all the student volunteers, including our alumni and current students, who stepped in to help and made everything smoother. We thank all our esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, principals, coordinators, admin staff, and teachers from our sister schools for being with us and making this celebration even more meaningful. Finally, we extend our deepest appreciation to all the parents for your constant encouragement, support, and presence on this very special occasion. It would be an honor to have Father Carvalho, our director, on stage. Father, please join us. Today isn't just about closing a chapter. It's about honoring the dedication, effort, and spirit of every student, teacher, and parent who made this year special. As we move forward, may the experiences we've shared and the lessons we've learned light the way for new beginnings, filled with courage, confidence, and hope. I now request everyone to kindly rise for the school hymn.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for your presence and support and for being a part of this memorable evening.